a pipeline they were working on that I saw, but I don't know what it's for. It's the welded one that I saw in that other small town when we went to the Hanging Monastery. It's that same kind of pipe, but it just ties into that gas liner. Here's the double pipe. So we just did a quick bus shift. So now we're on a new bus going to Alicia. This road apparently follows a ridge, so that on either side of us, I mean the hogback ridge, so that on either side of us we look down into deep chasms, and sometimes the road is eroded into those chasms. Here, whole chunks of this road are washed out. It's probably undermined right where we're riding right now, or damn close to it. It's only a question of time, I mean like hours maybe, before one of these big trucks falls through the road. All heavily loaded with coal. So I got my ticket for Pingyao. Now we're waiting for a bus to show up. All the rest of us here are gathered. After a fair amount of confusion, someone came over, official-like, and checked our tickets again because we were just standing there, a bunch of us, and directed us across the bus lot to this bus, which we're now on, all assuming it goes to Pingyao. It's interesting, beside us is a sleeper bus. Hey, this is the bell tower, or drum tower, I have to look on the map to see which, in Xi'an, spelled X-I-apostrophe-A-N. Don't know whether Xi'an, something like that. Anyway, this is a very, very ritzy area. Xi'an is, at least inside the city, is not the quaint Pingyao. It is a modern city, very much like Beijing. This area that I'm in right now has very Tony shops, Tony shopping malls, banks, security offices, everything here. Names that I don't recognize here, but to my left down that street, you definitely not recognize the names. Not to mention all of the American franchises like Dairy Queen, etc., etc., etc. I'm up on the bell tower, second floor now, but my real purpose, even though I'm videoing this, since I probably would do it anyway, is to get to the CITS tourist office and the tourist information office, which is supposed to be on the second floor. This looks like a rather large original drum, I assume it is. There's the banger there. This city, now a bustling metropolis, was for 1,000 years the capital of various Chinese emperors' dynasties. And it just occurred to me that that's where I'm supposed to be, not here. You have similar amenities here to Beijing. They are building and may have already completed a portion of a metro line. The decorations are interesting, so I'll just do a general pan across the ceiling and down the wall. And then a closer look at the ceiling detail. Interesting graphic design. I wonder if it had any relevance to the past. Now I'm up probably at the next level, but probably 4 stories up. This view is up north. These devices allow you to go access a huge area downstairs that I'll show you that encircles the entire square and gives access easily for pedestrians to the corners of the intersection and thereby other streets without having to cross the street. A very close-up view of this architectural detail. Okay, I'm just going to pan this underground area because it's a pretty darn good idea for any metropolitan area. Not that they could afford to retrofit their cities for it, but this ring goes completely around, giving access not only to the bell tower but all of 4 intersections, the corners of the intersection. That's the wall around the old city, restored, I'm sure. This is probably the moat that ran around it. This is outside the city, and I need to walk down to, I think, where that modern looking building is, and that's where, if I turn left, I go back inside the wall to where my hostel is, but if I go to that building, I can find a farm. Here we get to see inside the skin of one of these big skyscrapers. I wonder if those are pre-built panels that also include glass for looking out. I've come to this glass, whatever all this is, to look for a department store which has a pharmacy in it. And I saw this, thought it would be kind of fun to get this model of a transformer.